You are here for a reason, guided by a divine force, and tonight is no accident. Heaven has specifically brought you into this moment right now, at this very second. God Himself is stepping into your home, and He's bringing peace, transformation, and restoration that will rearrange everything. The atmosphere in your home is about to be completely shifted, and the weight you've carried in silence is going to be replaced by the peace that surpasses all understanding. This is more than just another evening. This is the night when your breakthrough begins. Do you feel it? That tug in your heart, that stirring deep within. It's the divine presence of God moving through your life, preparing you for what's to come. The season of waiting is over. What felt stuck, what seemed impossible, is about to move in ways that will leave you speechless. This isn't random. This is divine timing at work. You've been prepared for this. Tonight, God is stepping in with intention, with purpose to realign your life, your heart, and your future. He's not just bringing temporary relief. He's bringing lasting transformation. This message is here to remind you that no part of your journey has gone unseen. Every prayer, every tear, every moment of doubt, God has seen it all. Heaven has been at work, behind the scenes, orchestrating the perfect timing for your breakthrough. You are not forgotten. Even when you felt unseen or unnoticed, God has been faithfully working on your behalf, positioning you for a powerful shift. Tonight marks the beginning of that shift. A transformation is about to unfold in your life, and it's going to start right where you are at home. Your home is about to become the epicenter of God's peace, healing, and restoration. What you thought was stuck or broken is about to be healed in ways you never imagined. This is no coincidence. It's the divine hand of God moving to bring you into a new season of blessing and favor. Everything you've been through has prepared you for this moment. Heaven has seen every step, and now the shift is coming, starting in the very place you call home. Are you ready to receive what God is about to release? Don't miss this moment. It's time for everything to change. Type Amen in the comments if you're ready for this powerful shift to happen in your life. You've been chosen for this moment. Don't miss it. Prepare your heart, because what's coming will change everything. The unseen work of God is unfolding in ways you might not fully understand yet, but trust me, something powerful is happening right now. For so long, you've carried burdens that others couldn't see, the quiet struggles, the silent prayers, the heartbreaks that only God knows. What you've been carrying in silence, waiting for in the dark, is about to come into the light. The weight that has felt unbearable will soon be lifted, and the very things you thought were impossible or hidden will come into full view, bathed in God's perfect timing. You've spent so many nights wondering if God was even listening. You've prayed through your pain and questioned whether your efforts were ever making a difference. But I'm here to tell you, He has been listening. Behind the scenes in the spiritual realm, God has been working, even when you couldn't see it. Every prayer you whispered, every tear you shed, every time you stayed faithful, even when it felt like you were walking alone, God was at work preparing your breakthrough. The waiting season wasn't wasted. It was divine preparation. You may have felt like you were just going through the motions, struggling through each day without any visible progress. But the truth is, God was refining you, shaping you, strengthening your spirit. You were being prepared for what was about to unfold. And now that preparation is about to manifest in ways you never expected. The doors that were once closed are about to open wide. The things that were hidden in the shadows of your life are about to be brought into the light, not just for your healing, but for the world to see how faithful and powerful your God truly is. What felt stuck, broken, or out of reach is now shifting. The delay, the confusion, the things that made you feel like you were stuck in a holding pattern, it was all part of the divine plan to get you ready for what's coming. Psalm 66:10. For you, O God, have tested us. You have refined us as silver is refined. The pressure, the hardship, the times when you felt like you were being squeezed, it wasn't punishment, it was refinement. God doesn't let His children go through things for no reason. Everything you've been through has been part of the spiritual shift that is now unfolding. You're not waiting anymore. The shift is happening now, and the things you've been waiting for are being pulled out of the unseen and into the natural realm. The very things you thought were gone forever, your dreams, your relationships, your peace, they are coming back to life. And what's even more amazing is that they're not just coming back. They're coming back stronger than before. Everything that's been hidden is being revealed, and God is about to show you the glory that was hidden behind the pain. Your breakthrough is on the way, and you're about to see the fruit of everything you've endured. The process has been long, but the payoff is worth it. Get ready, because the unseen is about to become unmistakably visible, and your life is about to be transformed in ways that will leave you in awe. This is just the beginning. The spiritual shift that's been happening in the background is now going to change everything. The shift has started right where you are, and it's time to embrace the change that God has been preparing you for. Nothing that you've been through was in vain. What you thought was a setback is actually part of the divine setup that's about to unfold in your life. God's purpose in your life is unfolding right now, and it's bigger than you could have imagined. He is rearranging everything from the smallest details to the most significant areas of your life. What seemed chaotic is being transformed into peace, and what was clouded in confusion is now being made crystal clear. You may have been through seasons where nothing seemed to make sense, where life felt like a storm, and nothing you tried seemed to work out. Maybe you were caught in the whirlwind of unanswered questions, constant struggles, and emotional exhaustion. But God is stepping into the chaos, and He's about to bring the calm. He's about to restore the peace that you've longed for. Where there was once confusion, clarity is now coming. The pieces of your life that felt scattered and disconnected are now being aligned perfectly by His hand. Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. What you've gone through, the pain, the delays, the unanswered prayers, they were never for nothing. God was always working behind the scenes to bring about a greater purpose in your life. The chaos you experienced wasn't a punishment. It was the refining fire that was setting you up for something far greater. He was making room for peace to settle in, and He was preparing your heart for clarity. In your waiting, God wasn't absent. He wasn't just watching you struggle for no reason. He was rearranging your circumstances, shifting things around you, positioning you for the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Every door that seemed closed, every opportunity that slipped through your fingers, it was all part of God's divine plan to guide you into a season of peace and clarity. Isaiah 55, 8-9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. You may not always understand why things happened the way they did, but trust in His perfect plan. The rearranging that's happening in your life is a sign that God is in control. He is not only bringing peace and clarity, but He is also bringing order to what seemed chaotic. You can rest assured that the confusion, the chaos, and the unknown are now being replaced with divine clarity. What you didn't understand before will soon make sense. The pieces of your life, those broken, scattered fragments, are about to come together. God is doing a work in your heart, aligning you with His purpose and opening your eyes to the beauty of His plan. Where you once questioned your direction, you will now walk forward with unshakable clarity. God is preparing you for the peace and clarity that are coming your way, and you can trust that the wait was not in vain. This is the season where things finally fall into place. It's time to reflect on something that is often hard to grasp in the midst of struggle: God's timing. We are quick to wonder why things take so long, why our prayers seem to go unanswered, or why we are led through seasons of waiting and silence. But here's the truth. Everything you've endured has been necessary to prepare you for the season you're stepping into right now. You may look back at the challenges you faced and feel as though the wait was unfair, or perhaps even unnecessary. But I want you to understand this: nothing in your journey has been wasted. Every trial, every painful moment, every closed door, it all served a purpose. God was never late, and He was never idle during your waiting season. He was, and always has been, working behind the scenes to align everything perfectly for your next chapter. Ecclesiastes 3:1. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. There's a reason why the seasons of your life unfolded the way they did. God's timing is perfect, even when it doesn't align with our understanding of time. His ways are not our ways, and His thoughts are not our thoughts. What seemed like delays were actually divine preparations. The time you spent waiting, questioning, struggling, and sometimes even feeling lost wasn't a detour. It was part of God's perfect plan to refine you and shape you for this moment. God doesn't waste any part of your life. Every moment of hardship you experienced, whether it felt like suffering or simply stagnation, was shaping your character, deepening your faith, and making you ready for what's coming next. It's easy to look at your past and ask, why did this happen? Why didn't God intervene sooner? But now, as you stand on the edge of your breakthrough, you will begin to see that everything has led you to this point. The lessons you learned through your trials, the strength you gained in your weakness, the wisdom you received through your struggles, all of it was necessary for this season. Psalm 31:15. My times are in your hands. Your life, your future, your destiny is securely held in the hands of a loving and purposeful God. Trust His timing. You may not always see the whole picture, but He does. Every delay, every struggle, every season of silence was not an accident. It was the preparation for the divine breakthrough that is now unfolding. In the moment of waiting, it's hard to understand why things happen the way they do. But as you look back, you will see that God was always right on time. He knows exactly what you need and when you need it. He has perfectly orchestrated the events of your life to lead you to this moment. And now is the time for your transformation. Isaiah 60:22. When the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. You didn't miss your moment. The right time is now. Everything you've been through has been necessary to prepare you for what God is about to release into your life. Trust that the waiting, the struggle, and even the unanswered prayers were part of the divine setup. Now you're ready. It's your time. There are times in life when the silence feels deafening, when the delays stretch out before you like an endless road, and it feels as though your prayers are going unheard. In those moments, it's easy to question whether God is truly working on your behalf. But let me tell you, God is always working, even when you can't see it, feel it, or understand it. Isaiah 55:9. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. God doesn't work according to our timelines, and His ways are far greater than anything we could ever plan or expect. When it seems like nothing is happening, God is actively at work, behind the scenes, moving pieces around in your favor, aligning circumstances, and preparing you for the breakthrough that is about to come. Think about the seasons of waiting you've endured. The moments when everything seemed still, when it felt like your prayers hit the ceiling and fell right back down. Those times weren't wasted. Even in the silence, God was working on you, shaping your heart, building your faith, and preparing the perfect timing for what He was about to release in your life. God does His best work in the unseen places. While we're focused on the external circumstances, God is at work within us, refining us, deepening our trust in Him, and strengthening our character. It's hard to trust in the silence, isn't it? But remember, God's silence is not abandonment. Just because you don't see immediate results doesn't mean God isn't active. It means He's preparing you for something greater. He's working in ways you can't yet perceive, aligning things on your behalf that you could never have done on your own. Psalm 121:3. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Even in the stillness, God is on watch, keeping you from harm, guiding you, ensuring that you're ready for the moment when He moves. Even in your delays, He's been active in unseen ways, keeping you safe, strengthening your spirit, and making sure you're prepared for the blessings He has in store. You may have wondered why your breakthrough hasn't come yet, why the door hasn't opened, why things seem so slow. But trust this: every moment of delay was part of God's plan. He was working behind the scenes, preparing the right opportunities, the right people, the right circumstances. His delay isn't denial, it's preparation. God's plan is unfolding exactly as it should, and every moment of waiting has been working toward His perfect purpose for your life. Romans 8:28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Every moment, every delay, every unanswered prayer is part of God's plan to bring you into your destiny. He has been working for your good even in the silence. Now, as you step into this new season, you can trust that God's timing is perfect, and the work He began in you, He will bring to completion. So when you feel the weight of waiting, when the silence feels too heavy, remember that God is always working, even when you can't see it, even when you can't feel it. He's preparing you for the breakthrough that is coming in His perfect time. Trust in His plan, because it is always for your good, and His timing will never fail. Section 3. Refining through pressure. It's one of the hardest things to endure. Yet it is also one of the most powerful forces that shapes us. The value of pressure cannot be overstated. You've faced struggles that have felt unbearable, times when you thought you were being crushed, moments when you believed the weight of it all would break you. But I want you to hear this truth today. The struggles you've faced were never meant to break you. They were meant to refine you. Psalm 66:10. For you, O God, have tested us. You have refined us as silver is refined. The pressure you've been under has been the very thing that God has used to purify your heart, strengthen your spirit, and shape your character for the next season of your life. When silver is refined, it must go through the fire to burn off the impurities. And just like that, God has used the fire of your struggles to purify you, to strip away the parts of you that were weak, to remove the things that were holding you back, and to strengthen the parts of you that needed to grow. You see, pressure is a tool in God's hands, not a punishment. Every challenge you faced, every battle you fought, every tear you shed, it was all part of the process of refinement. God's plan isn't to break you, it's to build you. He doesn't want to see you crushed under the weight of your trials. He wants to see you stand strong with more wisdom, more faith, and a deeper trust in His goodness. 1 Peter 1:7. These have come so that the proven genuineness of your faith, of greater worth than gold, which perishes even though refined by fire, may result in praise, glory, and honor when Jesus Christ is revealed. The pressure you've been under is revealing the depth of your faith. It's showing what's truly inside of you. It's refining your faith like gold, making it purer, stronger, and more enduring. Without pressure, there's no refinement. Without fire, gold doesn't shine. And without your struggles, you don't become the person God is calling you to be. In the midst of the pressure, it might feel like everything is falling apart, but in reality, everything is falling into place. God is doing something deep inside of you, something that will last far longer than the temporary discomfort of what you're facing right now. He's molding you into someone who can carry the weight of the blessings He's about to pour into your life. He's preparing you for the fullness of His purpose, and that means He's using the pressure to stretch you beyond what you thought was possible. Isaiah 48:10. See, I have refined you, though not as silver. I have tested you in the furnace of affliction. The furnace of affliction is where God has been working. You may not have understood it in the moment, But every painful moment, every struggle was a test designed to bring out the best in you. You've been in the furnace, but you haven't been burned. You've been refined. So take heart. The pressure you've faced has not been in vain. Every difficulty, every moment of struggle has been shaping you into the person God is preparing you to be. You are being refined, not broken. You are being made stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the blessings and the purpose that lie ahead. God has used the pressure to make you more like Him, and what He has refined, He will use for His glory. Your struggle wasn't the end. It was the beginning of something greater. You are emerging from the pressure stronger, purer, and ready to step into the next season of your life. There's a common misconception that waiting is a passive experience, that when we're waiting on God, we're just sitting idly by, doing nothing, watching life pass us by. But in reality, your waiting season is one of the most active times in your spiritual journey. God isn't asking you to wait without purpose. He's using the waiting to prepare you for what's coming next, building strength, resilience, and an unshakable foundation for the breakthrough that's about to unfold in your life. Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. The waiting season isn't about standing still. It's a time of strengthening. While it may feel like nothing is happening on the surface, God is using the silence to do deep work within you. He's refining you, teaching you to rely not on your own understanding, but on His perfect timing. You may have questioned why things have been so slow, why doors haven't opened yet, or why the breakthrough hasn't come. But God's purpose for your waiting season has been to build your strength. Without the waiting, you wouldn't have been able to carry the blessings that are coming. You wouldn't have had the resilience to withstand the challenges ahead, or the character to handle the responsibility of the new season. Romans 5:3-4. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. The waiting, the struggles, the moments of doubt, it's all been producing something powerful in you. Perseverance, character, and above all, hope. You've been through fire, but it's been for a purpose to prepare you for what's coming. The strength you are building right now will carry you through what lies ahead, and the resilience you've developed will allow you to face the challenges of your breakthrough with confidence. God isn't wasting any part of your waiting. He's building in you a deeper trust, a more steadfast faith, and the inner strength necessary to thrive in the new season. He's preparing you for. He's strengthening your foundation so that when the blessings come, you can handle them with grace and wisdom. Without this season of waiting, you wouldn't be ready for the heights He wants to take you to. Psalm 27:14. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. This is not just passive waiting. This is active, faith-filled waiting. You are being strengthened in the waiting. God is working in you now so that you will be able to handle the breakthrough when it arrives. Your waiting season is the preparation for what's coming next, so don't despise the waiting. Don't be discouraged by the silence. God is using this time to build you, to prepare you for something far greater than you can imagine. You are being equipped with everything you need for the next chapter of your life. Your waiting has purpose. It's shaping you into the person who will be ready for the blessing, the calling, and the destiny God has set before you. The place you call home is far more than just a physical structure. It's a spiritual atmosphere, a sacred space where God's presence dwells and where He begins the work of transformation. God is touching the very environment of your home right now, bringing peace. Where there has been chaos, healing. Where there has been hurt and restoration. Where there has been brokenness. The transformation that begins in your heart doesn't end there. It extends into every area of your life, and especially into your home. Joshua 24:15. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Your home is where the foundation of your spiritual life is built. It's where your thoughts, your relationships, your emotions are shaped and nurtured. God cares deeply about your home, not just the moments of faith that happen in church or when you're around other believers. He's concerned with the quiet moments at home, the conversations you have, the atmosphere you create, and the peace that fills the space you call your own. You may have felt like your home has been a battleground, a place of tension or unrest, or maybe it's felt like there's a heaviness that you couldn't shake. But God is stepping into your home, and He's about to shift the atmosphere. Where there has been turmoil, peace will reign. Where fear once lingered, faith will arise. Where confusion once clouded your mind, clarity will shine through. Isaiah 32:18. My people will live in peaceful dwelling places, in secure homes, in undisturbed places of rest. God is about to secure your home in His peace. This isn't just about a temporary fix. This is a foundational shift that will change the very atmosphere of your household. His presence is about to fill your home in such a way that it will no longer feel like a place of unrest, but a sanctuary of peace, comfort, and spiritual security. God's transformation isn't just about what happens within you. It's about what happens around you, in the environment you live in. He's touching your relationships, healing divisions, softening hearts, and restoring unity where there has been discord. He's bringing clarity to conversations that once felt tense or unresolved, and He's replacing judgment and anger with patience, understanding, and love. God is turning your home into a place where His presence is felt, where His peace reigns, and where His love is experienced in every interaction. John 14:27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. This peace isn't just a fleeting feeling. It's a deep, lasting peace that will settle in your home, transforming every space. Whether it's your living room, your kitchen, or your bedroom, God is bringing peace to the very corners of your house. You will experience a sense of rest in your home that you haven't felt in a long time, and it will flow outward, touching every person who enters your space. But it doesn't stop there. God is also securing your future within your home. What once felt unstable, uncertain, or threatened is being covered and aligned with divine order. Your home will no longer be a place of fear, but a place of confidence and security in God's provision and protection. God is aligning your household with His will, bringing stability and purpose where there was once doubt or confusion. Psalm 91:1. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. God is bringing this promise into your home right now. He is sheltering you and your loved ones under His wings, and His presence will be the atmosphere in which your family thrives. This is the beginning of a new season for your home, a season where God is bringing true transformation to the atmosphere. He is changing the way you interact, the way you think, and the way you live together. You will no longer walk in fear, anxiety, or confusion. Instead, you will walk in peace, purpose, and unity, knowing that God is at the center of everything. Prepare your home to receive this divine transformation. Begin to pray over every room. Speak life and peace into every corner, and expect God to move in ways you've never seen before. The transformation begins now, right where you are at home. There's something incredibly powerful about the work God does in relationships. The tension, the misunderstandings, the unspoken hurt, God is about to restore it all. What once seemed broken or irreparable, He is making whole again. Conversations that were once filled with anger, frustration, or silence are now becoming softened and healed by the transformative power of God's love and peace. Ephesians 4:2-3. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. God is calling you into a season of unity and reconciliation. Where there has been division, He is bringing healing. Where hearts have been hardened by pride, bitterness, or offense, God is softening them, and His peace is mending the fractures that have existed for so long. You might have relationships in your life that have felt like they were on the brink. Strained friendships, family members you can't seem to connect with, or misunderstandings that have led to distance. God sees the pain that these strained relationships have caused, and He is now at work softening hearts and bringing healing. Where there was once silence or harsh words, God is replacing it with understanding, compassion, and a willingness to listen and forgive. Colossians 3:13. Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. God's healing power extends beyond you and into the relationships that matter most. Forgiveness is not just a gift we give to others, but also a powerful tool for our own healing. As God works in your heart, He's inviting you to extend that same forgiveness to those who have hurt you. And as you do, you'll begin to see the tension melt away, misunderstandings being resolved, and healing flowing through every conversation. God's restoration doesn't just stop with the external. He's working on the hearts of both parties involved. What once seemed like an impassable gap, He is bridging. He is placing a spirit of humility, gentleness, and patience where there was once impatience and stubbornness. God is teaching you to see each other through His eyes, to love, forgive, and move forward in unity. In Corinthians 5:18. All this is from God, who reconciled us to Himself through Christ and gave us the ministry of reconciliation. Just as God reconciled us to Himself through Christ, He is now working to reconcile the broken relationships in your life. The ministry of reconciliation isn't just for your relationship with God, it's for your relationships with others as well. God is doing the work, but He's inviting you to participate by letting go of the past hurts, offering forgiveness, and embracing the healing that only He can bring. This restoration of relationships isn't just about making things right on the surface, it's about transforming hearts. God is changing the way you communicate, the way you see one another, and the way you extend grace and love. The tension you once felt will be replaced by a newfound understanding, and the misunderstandings that created walls between you will be replaced by the bond of peace that only God can give. Isaiah 61:3, to provide for those who grieve, to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. God is taking the ashes of broken relationships and turning them into something beautiful. He is pouring out joy, healing, and peace into the places that were once filled with pain and sorrow. The restoration is deep, and it will last. Prepare for conversations that once felt impossible to have to now be filled with understanding and healing. God is restoring the bond between you and your loved ones, and He is replacing the bitterness with love, the misunderstanding with clarity, and the silence with open, honest communication. This is just the beginning. Watch as God continues His work of restoration, mending the broken places in your relationships and bringing a new season of peace and unity. Expect healing to flow, not just within you, but within your relationships. God is doing something powerful, and it's happening now. There is a profound truth when it comes to spiritual readiness, and it is this: true readiness does not come from striving, from constantly pushing, forcing, and fighting to make things happen. It comes from surrender. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. It means giving in to God's perfect will and timing. It's about letting go of the pressure to control your life and allowing God to take the lead. When you stop striving and let go of your own plans, you begin to make space for the transformation God has already set in motion. Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. In the rush of life, we often forget that God works in the stillness, the noise, the hurry. The constant effort to achieve it all clouds our ability to hear His voice and feel His presence. True spiritual readiness comes when we choose to pause, let go, and trust that God is already moving on our behalf. Surrender is the act of making room for God to work in you and through you. And it's in that space of surrender that He does His most profound work. We live in a world that teaches us to strive to work harder, to push ourselves to the limit in order to achieve success. It's easy to think that our value comes from what we accomplish and that we have to fight and struggle our way forward. But God's way is different. His kingdom operates on a principle that seems upside down to the world. True greatness comes through humility. True strength comes through surrender. And true transformation happens when we stop fighting and start trusting. Matthew 11:28-29. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Jesus isn't calling you to strive harder or fight longer. He's offering you rest. He's offering you peace. But to receive it, you have to let go of the need to be in control. When you surrender your burdens to Him, you step into the rest. He promises a rest that is not passive, but deeply active in faith, trust, and obedience. Spiritual readiness begins when we stop striving in our own strength. Surrender doesn't mean doing nothing. It means choosing to stop fighting against God's will and instead aligning yourself with what He is already doing in your life. It means trusting that He knows the way better than you do. When you surrender, you allow God to shape you, to lead you, and to transform your heart. You make space for His perfect timing and His perfect plan to unfold in your life. This surrender is not easy, and it doesn't happen overnight. It's a daily choice to relinquish control. It's the decision to let go of your own agenda and to open yourself up to God's agenda for your life. It's a willingness to release your fears, your plans, your timeline, and trust that God's way is better than yours. The beauty of surrender is that it aligns you with the divine purposes of God, and it positions you to receive the transformation that is already in motion. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. This is the essence of surrender, trusting in God's wisdom over your own, submitting to His guidance, and believing that when you let go, He will guide your path. Surrender means acknowledging that you don't have all the answers, but that God does. It means accepting that His timing is perfect and that He is leading you to something better than you could have imagined. The transformation you are waiting for, the breakthrough you've been praying for, is already in motion. God is at work in your life right now, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Your job isn't to make things happen or figure everything out. It's to surrender, to trust, and to follow His lead. God is already aligning things behind the scenes, preparing your heart, your circumstances, and your relationships for the future He has planned for you. But that transformation can only take place when you are spiritually ready and true. Readiness comes through surrender, not striving. Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Even in the waiting, even in the uncertainty, God is at work for your good. The key to stepping into the transformation God has for you is trusting that He is already moving. When you surrender, you align yourself with God's plan and you open your heart to the work He's already doing in you. God is calling you to a new season of spiritual readiness. The work He is about to do in your life will require your willingness to surrender. Stop striving. Let go of the need to control. Open your heart to the transformation that is already in motion. Trust God with your future. Surrender your plans and watch as He leads you into a season of blessing, peace, and spiritual growth. This is your moment to step into the fullness of what He has for you. But it begins with surrender. As you reflect on the journey of surrender, refinement, and preparation, it's time to embrace the breakthrough that is unfolding in your life. Every season of waiting, every moment of pressure, and every act of surrender has led you to this point, the moment of transformation. Now is the time to step boldly into the new season that God has been preparing for you. The work He's been doing within you and in your home is not just for a temporary fix. It's for a lasting change that will affect every area of your life. Isaiah 43:19. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. This is your moment to see the new thing God is doing. It's not just a small adjustment, it's a complete transformation. The old has passed away and the new has come. As you've surrendered, God has been preparing you for the breakthrough that is now at hand. You're not waiting any longer. It's time to walk forward into the promise. All of the trials and challenges you've faced, the moments of silence and struggle have worked together to bring you to this exact moment. Every setback was a setup for your comeback. Every delay was a divine preparation to ensure that you would be spiritually, mentally, and emotionally ready for what's coming next. You are being aligned with God's perfect plan. And now, as you step into this new season, you do so with a heart that is transformed, a foundation that is solid, and a peace that surpasses understanding. Philippians 1:6. Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. God has begun a work in you, and he is faithful to complete it. The spiritual readiness that has been built in you through surrender and trust is leading to the completion of his purpose in your life. What he has started, he will finish, and the best is yet to come. This new season is not about perfection, it's about obedience and trust. You've been made ready through the refining fires, through the moments of waiting, and through the transformation that God has worked in you. Now, you step forward, not in fear or hesitation, but in faith. God's timing is perfect, and the breakthrough you've been waiting for is arriving right now. The relationships that have been healed, the peace that has been restored, and the strength that has been built are all part of the new season you are stepping into. Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old has gone, the new is here. This isn't just a change on the outside, it's a spiritual renewal. God has made you a new creation, and this is your time to walk in the fullness of who he has called you to be. Everything that you've been through was part of the process of preparing you for this moment of release. You are no longer the person you were in the last season. God has refined you, restored you, and made you ready. The old struggles, the old fears, and the old ways of thinking are being replaced with a new sense of purpose, peace, and confidence in God's plan. As you move forward, don't look back. The past is behind you, and God is calling you into a future that is full of his promise. Step confidently into the new season. Trust that God has already gone before you and is already at work in ways you cannot yet see. He has opened doors that no man can shut, and he is aligning everything in your life according to his divine purpose. The transformation you've been through has led to this moment. Now is the time to walk boldly into what God has prepared for you, knowing that every step forward is a step closer to fulfilling the beautiful destiny he has for your life. You are ready. The breakthrough is here. The transformation is in motion, and the new season has begun. Trust in his timing. Lean into his peace and embrace the future he is calling you into. The work God has done in you is not for nothing. It's for a purpose, that will bring glory to His name and blessing into your life. Now is your time. As you stand at the threshold of this new season, it's important to recognize that while the transformation has already begun, the journey is far from over. God has been meticulously preparing you for this moment, and now it's time for you to take the next step to walk in the fullness of the destiny He has for you. Every struggle, every period of waiting, every moment of surrender, all of it was part of the process to get you to this point. But now, you must trust that the work God has done within you is not for nothing. It's for the purpose of moving forward in faith, embracing the destiny that is already unfolding. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. This is a promise you can hold on to as you move forward. God has plans for you that are not only good, but perfectly designed to bring you into a future filled with hope, purpose, and abundant life. The transformation you've experienced isn't a random event. It's part of God's larger plan for your life, a plan that has been unfolding long before you ever realized it. You've been prepared for this exact moment, and now it's time to walk into the fullness of your calling. You may have experienced confusion in the past about what your purpose was, or felt that you were wandering aimlessly in the wilderness. But now, you can see clearly God was never absent during those times. He was positioning you, shaping you, and teaching you the lessons that would empower you to step into your destiny with courage and confidence. This is your time to move forward, not just in hope, but in faith, knowing that God is already going before you, opening doors and aligning the circumstances for you to step into your calling. Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. This is not just a comforting verse, it's a foundation for your trust in the process. Every moment, every challenge, every unanswered prayer has been working together for your good. The struggles you've faced, the waiting seasons, the times of silence, they were all part of God's divine orchestration, making sure you are exactly where you need to be. Nothing that has happened in your life has been wasted. Every part of the journey is leading to this moment of breakthrough. Trust the process. It may feel uncomfortable at times, and it's easy to second-guess yourself or to doubt whether you're truly ready. But you are. You are more prepared than you realize. The strength you've gained in the waiting seasons, the wisdom you've gathered from your trials, and the faith that has grown in your heart have all equipped you for what's to come. The transformation God has done in your heart and mind has readied you for a new chapter that will unfold with power, purpose, and clarity. You are walking into the fulfillment of God's promises. Philippians 3:13-14. Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it, but one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. Let this verse be a guiding light as you step forward. Forgetting what is behind means releasing the past, releasing any failures, disappointments, or lingering doubts that could hold you back. You've learned, grown, and been refined. Now it's time to strain toward what is ahead. God has called you forward not to look back or dwell in past struggles, but to keep moving toward the prize He has set before you. This journey you've been on has been about growth and transformation. Now that the refining work has taken place, it's time to press on toward the future with a renewed sense of purpose and trust in God's plan. The prize is not just the destination, it's the fulfillment of the calling that God has placed on your life. A calling that you are uniquely equipped for, and now, more than ever, ready to walk into. In this next season, you will face new challenges, but you will also see God's promises manifest in powerful ways. You are not walking into the unknown alone. God is right there with you, guiding each step and making a way where there seems to be no way. His presence goes before you, and His Spirit equips you with everything you need to overcome obstacles and walk confidently toward your destiny. Romans 5:3-4. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Everything you've endured has produced something valuable within you. Your perseverance has created a character that is steadfast and unshakable, and that character now holds the hope that will guide you forward. Hope is the fuel for the next season. It is the confident expectation that God is faithful to finish what He started in your life. As you continue to walk in faith, remember that the process doesn't end just because you've entered a new season. Spiritual growth is continuous, and you will keep being shaped by God as you walk in obedience. The trust you place in God's process will continue to lead you deeper into the life He's planned for you. Your future is not shaped by the obstacles ahead, but by your trust in the One who has already overcome them. The destiny you've been waiting for is not some distant dream. It is unfolding right before your eyes. God has been faithful to prepare you for this moment, and as you walk in the fullness of His will, you will see that the best is yet to come. Your future is full of purpose, peace, and divine appointments, and God is moving you forward with power, grace, and favor. Step boldly into your destiny. Leave behind the fear, the hesitation, and the doubt. You have been made ready for this. Press on toward the prize, knowing that with every step you take, you are walking closer to the life God has designed for you. The waiting is over. The transformation is complete. Now, step into your future with confidence, knowing that God's plans for you are far greater than anything you could have imagined. God's grace is moving in your life right now. It's working in the quiet places where you can't see it, and in the loud moments where you feel it. Grace is bringing restoration to the broken pieces, healing to the wounds you've carried, and peace to the chaos that once consumed you. The work God has started within you is not temporary. It is lasting, deep, and powerful. The change is already in motion, and you are stepping into a new season, one where the transformation you've been waiting for will manifest in your life in ways you couldn't have imagined. No matter how difficult the journey has been, remember that God has been with you every step of the way. His grace is the foundation upon which your future stands. You are no longer the person you were when you started this journey. God has shaped you, strengthened you, and prepared you for what lies ahead. The struggles were never meant to break you. They were the tools God used to refine you, to build resilience in you, and to position you perfectly for the next chapter of your life. Now is the time to embrace it. It's time to embrace the new season that God has prepared for you. Clear away old fears, old doubts, and the mindsets that held you back. Step into what God has for you with confidence, knowing that His plans are far greater than your own. Trust that His faithfulness will guide you every step of the way, even when the path ahead feels uncertain. God has already gone before you to make the way clear, and He will walk with you through every challenge and victory. This is your season to flourish, and it starts with trusting Him completely. You are ready for what's coming next. The transformation is real. The change is happening, and you are equipped to walk in the fullness of the life God has called you to. Don't hesitate. Step forward in faith, knowing that God's grace will carry you into the future He has prepared for you. If this message has resonated with you, and you feel that God is speaking to your heart, share it with someone who needs hope. There are others out there who are walking through the same struggles you've overcome, and this message may be the encouragement they need to keep going. Don't keep this transformation to yourself. Spread the hope, and let others know that change is possible, that God's grace is at work, and that their breakthrough is on the way. God is doing a mighty work in your life, and He's using you to reach others. Share the message of restoration, peace, and healing, because the more you share it, the more others will experience it. You are a part of a greater story, and the best is yet to come.